We are late into the evening on June the 8th, and for the first time in 15 months, it really feels like we are about to cruise. Unbelievable and huge news today from Carnival Cruise Lines has my family excited, and probably yours as well. Let's talk about all the details right now on Island Time. Welcome to Island Time. Islanders, I'm so glad that you're here, and what a great day for cruising and a great day for cruisers. We are on Cloud 9, almost in the Cloud 9 spa, but we are in and on Cloud 9 today. How about the news? I know you've probably seen it. If not, you will learn about it here. If you've seen it, we're going to break it down for you. Here we go. Carnival with huge news today. We were told that protocols would be released today. And late in the day, I know I did, and probably you did too, we got a little bit anxious to see, would they be announced? John Hill said it may be tomorrow, but we got the email. It was just about dinner time in my house, and we got the email we'd been waiting for, and oh my gosh. Let's break it all down. Here we go. First off, cruise directors. Guys, we sail next month. We sail next month. And I feel so confident about that. We felt confident for several weeks. And we talked about the reasons why, that the CDC and Carnival and everybody was working together. You could clearly see it. We're working and making our path forward. You could feel it, but I mean, we are cruising. If you're watching this and you cruise in July, I told you yesterday, you better book your flight, you better book your hotel, and you better book your excursions. We're going to talk about those in a little bit. It's happening. It is happening. So exciting. Cruise directors announced early today, and I mean first thing this morning. So on the Carnival Vista, which we will be on several times in July, August, and moving forward, Kindle Fire will be on the Carnival Vista for at least a 6-month, probably an 8-month contract. So that takes her through the rest of 2021. Donkey, a lot of you know Donkey, Chris is his name. He will be on the horizon and will be an awesome addition to the entertainment staff on the horizon. He is so much fun. Cookie, who's been around for several years too and had several assistant roles. He's going to be the cruise director on the Breeze. Cookie is on the Breeze, and he will do a great job again through 2021. And Jen is on the Carnival Miracle. Jen will be so much fun. We have cruised with her as well. It's going to be awesome. That was the news this morning, and we were excited about that. We were so excited. But the email that we have received tonight, oh my gosh, here we go. Let's mention first, maybe you've noticed, it was in the email, but if you are going on the Carnival Vista out of Galveston, your itinerary may have changed. If your itinerary, which was a 7-day cruise on the Vista going out of Galveston, was Cozumel, Montego Bay, Jamaica, and Grand Cayman, okay, your itinerary has changed. You are still going to Cozumel, but you are now going to Mahogany Bay, which is in Honduras, an awesome port. The beach is right there. You can ride literally a ski lift, and it will drop your feet in the sand. If you haven't done it, spend the $15. You can go back and forth to the ship. You can see the ship from the beach. Spend some time at the beach, go back to the ship and have your lunch, and if you have cheers, drink a few drinks, and then go back to the beach in the afternoon. It really is perfect. So you got Cozumel, Mahogany Bay, and Belize. If you have gone to Belize before, a couple things we recommend. First, I guess, is Gough Key. Okay, Gough Key. It's a carnival excursion. A little bitty island in the middle of the ocean. I mean, I think it's 1 acre. But go to Golf Key and you will have a blast. It's a half day. You can get, I think it's 2 lobster tails, rice and beans, and plantain, and a drink for like $10. And it is a free rum punch. Look up Golf Key, okay? So itinerary changes. Check your itinerary, okay? For most people, the change to the Vista, to this new itinerary, adding Belize and Mahogany Bay, for most people, I think they would consider it an upgrade, okay? It's a more desirable location than Montego Bay and Grand Cayman, but that is subjective, okay, of course. Now, here we go. We know that out of Texas, cruises are vaccinated cruises. Carnival did express today they are using the CDC guidance of 98% of crew being vaccinated, which looks like they're going to be 100%. And they're using the CDC guidance of 95% of passengers. Okay, and yesterday's announcement made families lose hope. If you have children under 12, it looked like you were not going to be able to sail out of Texas in July. That has changed. If you have children under 12, you need to look at that email and you need to fill out the form and the request for your children to be a part of that cruise. I hope you didn't cancel. I hope you did not cancel your cruise, because if you have not, you can ask for an exemption and you can ask for your children to be part of the 5% to cruise. Look at the email. If you need the link, let me know. I hope you can go on the cruise with your family. I really, really do. Everyone else has got to be vaccinated. We covered vaccinations yesterday, but the big news today is that some kids, can possibly sail. So let's just look at the email that was sent to us from Carnival tonight. You can see Beckett, wave hello to the camera. Okay, speaking of families, Beckett is here with me. He is not going on our cruises in July, but he is going next March. But let's see what Carnival had to say. I'm going to show you this email now as we break it down. Dear Carnival guest, we are looking forward to welcoming you on board for your cruise operations from Galveston in July. We are pleased to provide you with more information on what to expect so you can plan accordingly. Finally, okay, we've been waiting for it. Finally, and again, this is for July only, okay? If you're cruising out of Texas in August, you're going to have some different protocols. This is for July, okay? Your cruise will operate with at least 95% of guests who will have had their final dose of approved COVID-19 vaccine within 14 days prior to the beginning of the cruise. Guests will be required to present proof of vaccination at time of check-in. Now, check-in, we assume, okay, is check-in online, okay? They've switched it around. It used to be 90 days you could check in, then 30 days, then 10 days, and they've gone back and forth. But we assume you're going to have to provide verification of vaccination online when you check in. And that is before, of course, you get to the port. For your reference, any vaccine approved either by the CDC or the WHO meets the requirement. Why is that important? If you've had the AstraZeneca vaccine, it has not been approved by the CDC, it has by the WHO, so you would be okay. Carnival adds that their crew will also be vaccinated, and I think it will be close to 100% for the crew. By operating under these guidelines, vaccinated guests will not be required to wear face masks or maintain physical distancing while on board. That is the biggest sentence of the entire email. If you're cruising in July out of Galveston, you will not have to wear a face mask outside. You will not have to wear a face mask inside. And if you want to go dance with me in the nightclub, we don't have to social distance, okay? Awesome, awesome news. It's going to look like a normal cruise, okay? We don't know capacity levels yet. That's the big question out there. We don't know it, okay? Guests will have to follow all local guidance at the destinations we visit, including testing/health screenings, mask wearing, physical distancing, and organized independent activities. So if we visit Cozumel, Belize, and Mahogany Bay, and their COVID protocols are different than what Carnival's are, then we're going to observe the local protocols or laws, okay? That only makes sense. You are a guest in the country that we're going to visit. We'll see what happens there. Due to operational considerations, all Carnival Vista cruises will operate in Mahogany Bay, Belize, Cozumel itinerary. We talked about that. The CDC guidance for operating a highly vaccinated cruise provide the ability to accommodate a small number of unvaccinated guests, including, and that is children under 12 cannot be vaccinated, and exemptions are required by federal law on restricted voyages based on the total number of vaccinated guests on board, which is only 5% can be unvaccinated. We plan to accommodate a small number of exemptions as allowed. Great news for families. If you would like to be considered because of a member of your traveling party is unvaccinated and meets our criteria, please click here in that email. If you don't have it, please let me know. I will provide that link for you, and you can be put on the list for follow-up communication. Please note that there will be testing and mask requirements for the limited number of unvaccinated guests, along with other restrictions for those guests granted an exemption. And the CDC, of course, is behind that. They've already said that vaccinated cruises and cruisers could do the following, and unvaccinated, of course, would have something that looked different, okay? We remain optimistic that requirements for cruising for the United States will continue to evolve, and our approach to future sailings will become more flexible. However, at this time, we must follow the guidance we have as of today. If you determine that this time is not right for you to sail, you can cancel your cruise, okay? And the rest of it is just things that had to be in there. So, again, we are cruising, and it's going to look much like a normal cruise. We are so excited for that. We hope that you are too. We've had a ton of questions on Governor Abbott's law that he signed yesterday. And a lot of people were concerned that it would put a damper on the news of yesterday and today. I don't think it will. I think Carnival has worked with the state of Texas, and they have an understanding there of how cruising is going to operate. I really do think so. Otherwise, they would not have announced the news yesterday. The same cannot be said about Florida, and that's why the announcement for Florida was different than it was from Texas. Carnival is still working with Florida. Governor DeSantis, I promise you, he wants to make sure that cruises take place, and they're going to have a workaround, I promise. The law in Texas, I wanted to read this. The law in Texas provides exemptions for when a business is implementing COVID protocols in accordance with federal law, which is consistent with our plans to comply with the CDC. So the law in Texas that has been signed by Governor Abbott, it does say that there's exemptions within the law to companies who ask for a vaccine passport or ask for your vaccine because they're trying to be in accordance with the CDC. They're trying to prevent the spread of coronavirus. And so this may be what Carnival is using with the state of Texas in order to be compliant with the law and still cruise. Okay, I'm very confident we are cruising in July. I hope that you are too. There is so much more to look at with what exactly things will look like. And I think we're going to get a hint of things, what they're going to look like in August very, very soon this week, okay? Stay with Island Time. If you have not subscribed, please do. I hope you like our content. We break down the news like this for you all the time. We welcome your communication and your interaction in the comments below. But please subscribe so that you'll be notified when new videos come out, okay? Also, we have a Facebook page. Please like us on Facebook. If you search Island Time and click on groups, you will find us right there. We're going to stay on top of it. We probably won't sleep much tonight with the excitement, and we will be back tomorrow with more news. Thank you for being an Islander and enjoying the content right here on Island Time.